Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Talia and today I'm going to be showing you how I got this look. I think this look is super pretty and it's perfect for Valentine's Day. It has a really nice wearable ombre eye but a bold reddish pink lip and I just think it's gorgeous. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then make sure you keep watching. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and go in with my MAC Strobe Cream. This stuff is so beautiful and it makes you look like you're just glowing from within. So I'm going to put this all over my face. Next we can go ahead and go in with our primer. Today I'm using the Benefit Professionals. This stuff is super great at minimizing your pores. If you haven't tried it, I would really recommend it. It really fills in your pores and I need that. So I'm gonna put it here, my nose, and my forehead. Now that our skin is all primed, we can go ahead and go in with our foundation. Today I'm using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I really love this foundation and I think Tarte just makes really great foundations in general. I always really like theirs. So I would recommend trying it if you haven't, but you can use any foundation that you want. And I'm just going to blend this all into my face with my beauty blender. Now we can go ahead and go in with our concealer. Today I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I really love this concealer. It blends out so smooth, so it looks super nice. And I'm just going to put this in my problem areas. Now I'm going to conceal under my eyes. I'm using the NYX HD Studio Concealer. This stuff is super nice because it's really light and it just makes your under eyes look really bright and just make them pop. So I'm going to stick that under my eyes and then blend it out with a beauty blender. And then I'm just going to set that with my Peach Perfect setting powder by Too Faced. This stuff smells so good and it sets your concealer really well. And I'm just going to go in with a brush and pack that under my eye. I'm not going to bake, I don't really feel the need to, but if you get more creasing under your eyes or if you have oilier skin, you could totally do that. Alright, so I'm going to let my face set before we go ahead and go in with any more powders, so I'm going to go ahead and do my brows and I will be right back. Alright, so now we are back with some brows and we can go ahead and go in with some bronzer. So today I'm going to be using the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. This bronzer is just the perfect color and I'm going to take the brush that Benefit makes as well and just start bronzing my face up. Next, I'm just going to take a smaller brush like this one and contour my nose a little bit. I don't really know if you can count this as contouring, but it makes me feel better when I do it, so. Now we can move on to blush. Today I'm using a LORAC blush in the shade Petal Pink, this nice pink color. And I'm just going to go in with a Sephora blush brush. I'm just going to start by blending this into the apples of my cheeks and then blending it back a bit. Before I go in with my highlight, I'm actually going to use a highlighting powder. It's the Ambient Lighting Palette by Hourglass. It looks like this. It's super pretty. And I just like to take a big fluffy brush like this one and go into all the colors, tap off the excess, and then put it all over my face. It adds such a natural glow to your skin, and I just love the way it looks. Ever since I started using it, I haven't stopped, so you should really look into it. Now we can go ahead and go in with our highlight. Today I am using the Sugar Glow Kit by Anastasia, and I'm going to be using the shade Marshmallow right here. And it's such a pretty highlight. It's really, really gold and sparkly, and I just love it. So I'm going to highlight my face. Anastasia makes some of the prettiest highlighting palettes. I just want to buy all of them. It's so gold and pretty. I love it so much. Now we are done with everything on our face, we can go ahead and zoom in and start with our eyes. Alright, so now that we are more zoomed in, we can go ahead and start with our eyes. I'm going to prime them with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer. And then after I put the primer on, I just like to set that primer with a neutral eye color just so all the other colors are super easy to blend on top. So for today's look, I am going to be using the Naked Urban Decay Heat Palette. This has some gorgeous colors in it. It was a really big thing when it came out in the summer, and I just still love it, and it's going to have the perfect shades for the look we're going to do today. The first thing I'm going to do is take a fluffy brush like this one and go into the shade Sauced in the Heat Palette and start blending that all over my eye. This will act as our transition shade today. Next, I'm going to go into a shade that's just a little bit darker. It's called Low Blow. I'm also going to blend this into my crease, and I'm going to focus it just a little bit lower than our transition shade. Now I'm going to take a more precise blending brush like this one, and I'm going to go into Cayenne, which is a bit darker, and start blending that in to my crease. And again, we want to focus this lower. Alright, so now that we have a good base going, I'm actually going to go ahead and use some concealer and do a cut crease. This will really help with the whole ombre effect we're going to do on our eyes. So I am using the NYX HD Studio concealer, and I'm just going to start cutting out my crease. And you don't have to take it the whole way over because we're going to pop a darker shade in this corner. I'm just using a brush like this, and I'm going to start carving out my crease. Alright, so that is about how far I'm going to take it. Now I'm just going to take a white shade eyeshadow and pop that over the concealer to make sure that it doesn't move around. Just like that. Now we can go ahead and start kind of making the ombre effect on our eyelid. I'm going to take the color En Fuego in the Heat palette, which is kind of like a red-brown color. And I'm going to take that on a denser little brush like this. And then I'm going to start blending that in the outer corner. And we don't really want to take this shade much on our crease. We kind of want to keep it more on the lid. And then with what's left on this brush, I'm going to start blending it into the concealer so it just looks really seamless. Now I'm going to take a flat shader brush like this, and I'm going to go into the color Low Blow, which we used on our crease, and start blending that right here and blend it into the darker color in the corner, just like that. And we don't want to take this shade too far because we want to keep the ombre effect going. Alright, so when it's blended, it should look just like this. It's a really seamless blend. And then the last color I'm going to go into for the lid is the color Chaser, which is a super light brown color in this palette. And I'm also going to take that on the flat brush and then blend it right into the previous color. And we don't want to take it too far because we do want the inner corner down here to stay pretty white. And then I'm just going to take the lightest shade in this palette called Ounce, and I'm going to pop that in the inner corner of my eye just to make sure that it really pops. Now I'm just going to take a buffing brush like this one, and I'm going to go into the color Sauced and start buffing that under my eye. Now I'm going to take a more precise brush like this one, and I'm going to go into the shade Cayenne, and then I'm going to buff this color closer to my lower lash line. And then finally what I'm going to do is again take the lightest shade in this palette called Ounce, and I'm going to carve out under my brow, just to give it a little more definition and a little bit of highlight. I'm just going to take a blending brush and blend everything together. And that is the eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye, pop on some eyeliner and lashes, and I will be right back. Alright, so I am back with the finished eye look. All I did was finish the other eye. I popped on some wing eyeliner and then I threw some mascara on. The final step to this makeup look is just adding a bold lip. Today I'm going to be using the NARS lipstick in the shade Audrey, and it's this super pretty pink magenta shade, so I'm just going to pop that on my lips. Now I'm just going to set my makeup with the Urban Decay Makeup Setting Spray. This is the final look. What do you guys think? I think it turned out super pretty. I really love how natural the ombre eye looks, and I really love the bold lip. I think it's perfect for Valentine's Day because it's super wearable, but you still have some pink and red tones in there. If you guys like this look, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe to my channel because I will be posting a lot more videos in the future. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!